Hi guys, Justin Waggle here from Grey Wolf Games. Finally have my own copy of Wu Wei, Journey of the Changing Path. And I'm going to open up the box and show you guys what's inside. So here we go. Take out the cover. Inside we have a little yin yang symbol. And first out the gate is the Wu Wei rulebook, very important. Next up we have punch boards. So these punch boards are actually the tiles to the game. There's a couple of these. Here's some of the center tiles, double-sided, and then the walls and the first player piece in the middle there. So we'll be punching those in just a second. We also have the game board where everything sits inside. So I'm going to unfold that and show you what that looks like. So, got the game board here. And I'll just go ahead and set that down. There we go. Alright. So, inside the box here we have some player mats. These control different aspects of the game. And there's actually a lot of stuff in this box here. Let's see. Got the bags for the chi. So water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. These are some of the player pieces here, so I'll take these out of the bag in just a second. We have the lineage markers, the 4-sided dice. And now we're going to get to some of the tiles that are in the game. So I have the north, west, east, and south tiles that go in the center. Pretty much everything's individually bagged like this because we're trying to make sure that the paint was dry and everything was looking good when it arrived. Some more player pieces. We have the player aid cards that have some of the vital information you need in order to play the game. So if you're looking for a quick start, these cards are the way to go. These are the animal cards, come in this little plastic sheath here. There's 25 animal cards, and these are what you're trying to get in the game. Also have more wood tiles that are going to go inside the board. Again, everything is individually wrapped. You'll see it has a little silica gel packs in there to keep it dry. These are the towers. Some more wood tiles. Wood tiles. Let's see here. More wood tiles and yin-yang wood tiles. So a lot of wood tiles in here. And underneath, oh, a couple other things. Here are the tracking markers, and this is also another tracking marker, so I'll put these into the boards. If you lift up the tray here, there's this plastic tray inside, you will find as well the 180 chi pieces. So if you're having a hard time finding those, they're under the tray. That's where we needed to shift them. So let me put this guy back in. There's also a yin yang at the bottom. Alright. I got the board all set up for you. I'm going to take these punch boards and we're going to punch them. And now we're going to go through and take all of these pieces out of the bags. Considerable amount of carnage. Okay. Hey guys, I pulled everything out of the box, and now I'm going to set up the game board. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, it'll help you get you started on your first game. Okay, so we're going to take the directional tiles and place them in the 4 slots that are indicated here: north, west, east, and south. That'll get us started. Now, we have squares and triangles. The rule for setting up the game is that no triangle could be next to each other like this. They can't be bordering the same octagon like that. And the same goes for the squares. They can't be bordering the same octagon like this. So triangles and squares can be next to each other, no problem. So I'm going to set these out in random places. So I'm going to do square and triangle, like so. And again, these are totally random. See, I just made an illegal move here. So I'm going to move this triangle over there, and I'll put a square there instead. And let's see, where should this one go? Here, that sounds fine. Okay, so now I have all of the triangles and squares out. I'm going to put the yin-yang tiles, these two guys, on the board in their indicated spots. Next up, we're going to do towns, which are the circle spots here. I need one for each corner to begin with, so I'm going to put the water town up in that corner, the metal town in the west corner, fire town in the south corner, and lastly the wood town in the east corner. And the rest of the circles we're going to place at random with the color side down. So I'm just going to start filling in the rest of the spots available on the board until they are all filled. I suggest that you definitely do this at random with the color side facing down, because I have found that I subconsciously created patterns whenever I was actually looking at the tiles. So if you went sequentially, some people would want to go sequentially, but I find that just kind of randomly putting everything everywhere face down makes it so that I really don't have any influence on how the board is actually set up. Alright, so I'm going to place the initiate level on the top. This is initiate, master, and emperor level. And on the opposite side are the tiles for the solo adventure, which is also available in the rulebook there. So, we have the initiate level set and on top. Next up, we're going to place the different octagons. Rufus, what are you doing, bud? You want to be in the video? You want to be in the video? Come here. Yeah. You want to help set up the game? Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Alright, help me set up the game. Alright, so I'm going to put the spring forests there, the summer mountains here, good boy. And what else we got? We got the autumn marshes, and we got the winter lakes. So I'm going to put the winter lakes on there, okay? Good boy. Now, no, you can't take the chi. You can't have the chi. No. Okay, so for the rest of the octagons, we're going to place them with the field side facing up, like this. Alright, see you, buddy. We're going to place the field side facing up like this. And we're going to do that at random as well. So I'm going to place these guys all around the board, random spots, just in case I hadn't really shuffled these up very well. Having them go on random spots helps to kind of truly randomize the board, so you don't wind up with huge chunks covered by one thing, which, you know, is not the end of the world if that's what happens, but typically if you shuffle them up pretty well, you're going to have a more diverse terrain in different areas of the board. Okay, now we have all the fields down. Now we have the player boards. I'm going to place these on the side and on three sides of the board, really. Yeah, plus this one like this. Okay. Gonna put the rule book down here for a second just to get a little more space. And now I'm going to place the tracker markers. So the circle, square, and triangle tracker markers. Square is going to go over here. You can start it on any season. I'll just choose spring. I'll be fire in this instance. And we'll do water for the triangle. And then lastly we have the gathering marker. So the sun and the moon, and start with the sun side up. Alright. Now we're going to reveal what's on the board. So that means we're going to flip over all of the fields terrains. See what the board is going to look like to begin with. Oh, so we got a lot of autumn over there. And we're going to flip over all of the wood tiles. Okay. There we go. All right. Next up, we're going to place these masters on their spots. So the leopard goes on the wood temple. The dragon master goes on the water temple. Tiger master goes on the fire temple. Snake master goes on the earth temple. All right. And then the crane master goes on the metal temple. And the students are all going to start off with the minus side up. The masters start with the plus side up. And the students are all going to start in the center of the board. So I'm going to put all these guys in here, just like so. And in higher levels, we will have the emperor and the generals. But we're setting up the initiate level this time, so I'm going to put these guys over on the side. So for now, they'll stay here with the towers. Actually, I need to find a new place for these. So the towers, and the emperor, and generals will go here. The player aids can go here. And now I'm going to set up all of the animal cards. So then you want to put these animal cards on one side of the board, like so. For whatever reason, I always put them in the same order that I learned the animal styles in Kung Fu. So, but you can put it in any order you want. All right. And lastly, we're going to place, well, second to last, we're going to place these lineage markers next to the animals, like so. And that's just until we choose which animal we're going to embody for our game. And then the chief pieces we're going to place over here next to the board that controls the chi. And bam. All right, so that is the setup for Wu Wei. Hopefully you follow along. Just a little recap. The directional tiles all have a certain spot. The yin and yang tiles have a certain spot. There are 4 specific towns in the corners, and those are all the spots that are designated for the square tiles. For the 4 octagons that are bordering the center, these are specifically called out, so it's spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And in the middle, you stack the 3 tiles on top, and depending on which game you're playing, you put that one on top. So in this instance, we're putting the initiate level that has the 5 elements on top of it. The students always start with the minus side up in the center of the board. The masters always start on top of their temples around the board. No 2 palaces, the triangles of the palaces, can be next to each other. No 2 temples can be directly next to each other. The towns, the circles, can be anywhere else on the board. When you lay things out, I highly recommend that you lay it out with the field side up to begin with, and with the side of the square tile that has no color on it, that's sort of like a gold color. Have that part up first, and then reveal the board just before you're about to play and place the characters on top. It really helps to randomize the board, otherwise you sort of subconsciously create patterns. You can set up the tracking boards however you like to begin with. Whoever starts last is going to adjust them to where they start in the beginning. And yeah, so that's how you set up the board. I hope that sort of helps you get this game out of the box and onto the table. All right, thanks again. I'm Justin Waggle from Grey Wolf Games, and I hope you enjoy Wu Wei, Journey of the Changing Path.